Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers trade pitch nets Warriors specialist to fill old Alex Caruso role. The Los Angeles Lakers' top need this offseason might be accurate shooting from deep, though it was defense that won the team the NBA title in 2020, the only ring LeBron James and Anthony Davis have captured as a 5-year duo. With that in mind, along with the potential need for the Golden State Warriors to dump some fringe salary to beef up the top of their roster this summer, Sam Quinn of CBS Sports authored a trade pitch over the weekend that would see LA land Gary Payton II from the Dubs. The Warriors may need to shed some salary to accommodate a splashy star addition, or to potentially re-sign Klay Thompson without breaking the bank, Quinn wrote on Saturday, June 29. The Lakers have been dying for an Alex Caruso replacement ever since he left. Payton is the league's closest analog as a lockdown perimeter defender, barely passable shooter and excellent off-ball offensive player in space. Gary Payton II of the Golden State Warriors. Payton's defensive rating over the course of his career is 108.1, exactly 8 points better than the league average of 116.1 last season. His number was not as good last year, coming in at 113.0, though it was still low enough to render him well above average as a perimeter defender. Injuries have plagued the now 31-year-old guard over the past 2 campaigns, during which he has appeared in just 22 and 44 regular season games, respectively. But, when healthy in 2021-22, Payton was a meaningful cog in the Warriors' run to a championship. He suffered an injury during that postseason, though he returned to contribute meaningfully during the NBA Finals against the Boston Celtics, which the Dubs captured in 6 games. Payton shot 35.8% from behind the three-point line during the Warriors' title season, connected on 50% of his three-point tries the following year in a very limited sample size, and hit 36.4% of his attempts from behind the arc last season, per Basketball Reference. Max Christie of the Los Angeles Lakers. Depending on where the Warriors are with their cap construction after releasing Chris Paul Sunday, as well as potentially losing Thompson to one of several interested contenders, Golden State may not need to make the money match exactly in a deal for Payton, which opens up some interesting possibilities. However, if Paul and Thompson both leave, the Warriors will face a crossroads at which the franchise must decide if, and how, it can actually compete with the top of the Western Conference. Stephen Curry is still a top 10 player and Draymond Green is still probably in the ballpark of a top 10 defender, but that's simply not enough to win in a stacked West. It may not even be enough to make the playoffs without big leaps from several youngsters on the roster. If the Dubs are playing to win now, Payton is someone they probably ought to keep on his $9.1 million salary. But if the Warriors are interested in hitting the reset button, Max Christie of the Lakers represents a move toward youthful potential. LA just signed Christie to a 4-year deal worth $32 million, according to Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN. Christie will turn 22 years old during the middle of next season, just his 3rd in the league. He averaged 4.2 points, 2.1 rebounds, and 0.9 assists last season in just 14.1 minutes per game, though he showed flashes of potential far exceeding those figures. Christie has also connected on 37.8% of his three-point tries on nearly 2 attempts per game over his first 2 NBA seasons. The Lakers are in win-now mode, which makes Christie a superfluous luxury and Payton a meaningful piece. If the Warriors transition to future mode, the deal could make sense. Klay Thompson feels disrespected by Warriors' contract offer, eyes move to Lakers or Mavericks. Klay Thompson apparently felt disrespected by the Golden State Warriors' contract offer. At least, that is what Chris Haynes said. Haynes noted that the situation is similar to Paul George's situation with the Los Angeles Clippers, which is not toxic or contentious. Thompson is reportedly very disappointed with the negotiations and is actively exploring other options. This includes the Los Angeles Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks. the Lakers remain a particularly intriguing option for Thompson, given his ties to Los Angeles. I believe the Warriors are probably offering him an annually low $20 million type of contract. So, if you're willing to walk away from that because you feel disrespected, it looks like he is. And so that is definitely something to monitor. Chris Haynes via NBA TV: the Warriors' offer to Klay Thompson is reportedly around $20 million per year. Thompson might have found it insulting, given his contributions and legacy with the team. This perceived lack of respect has led Thompson to consider other options. As such, members of the Warriors organization believe he will likely leave the team. Thompson's departure from the Warriors would mark the end of an era, and his move to a rival team like the Lakers would significantly alter the landscape of the Western Conference. The situation highlights the challenges of managing player contracts and salaries in the NBA, as well as the delicate balance between team loyalty and personal ambition. Klay Thompson's departure from the Golden State Warriors is imminent, and LeBron James hopes the Los Angeles Lakers can sign the veteran player. Thompson, a four-time NBA champion, still has plenty to offer a contending team, including his offensive and defensive skills. While Thompson would be a great addition to the Lakers, he may not be the game-changing third superstar the team seeks to pair with James and Anthony Davis. Thompson's skills are better suited as a complementary teammate, and the Lakers would need to continue shopping for a legitimate number 3 to avoid repeating past mistakes. Warriors may add 76ers' $94 million shooter to replace Klay Thompson, insider. The Golden State Warriors are likely headed for alternative options as the early signs point to Klay Thompson leaving in NBA free agency. Yahoo Sports' Jake Fisher noted that Philadelphia 76ers sharpshooter Buddy Hield could be a potential budget-friendly option for the Warriors. That market is one of the more interesting aspects of this offseason, where it appears the majority of NBA teams plan to use less than the entirety of the $12.8 million MLE amount, Fisher detailed in a June 30, 2024, article titled, "How Paul George Remains the Key to the Free Agent Market." Another aspect of the new CBA allows front offices to not spend that MLE this summer, and then use it as a traded player exception to acquire any new piece whose salary falls under that number. A player's appetite for taking $6 million could even be the difference in someone such as Buddy Hield making above the $5.2 million taxpayer MLE. If Hield were to take that from Golden State, for example, the Warriors could sign another $4 million player above the NBA's veteran minimum salary, or pocket that leftover space as a TPE. Hield would not necessarily be a replacement to Thompson, as those players may already be on the Golden State roster with a combination of Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and Brandon Podziemski. Yet, Hield would help replace some of the shooting Golden State will be losing if Thompson departs in free agency. Hield just completed a 4-year, $94 million deal with the 76ers. It would be surprising if Hield found a similar contract this time around. The sharpshooting guard averaged 12.2 points, 3.2 rebounds, and 3 assists per game while shooting 38.3% from behind the arc in 32 appearances after being traded by the Indiana Pacers to the Sixers in February. Hield is a career 40% three-point shooter and would give Golden State another legitimate threat from long range. If Hield signed with the Warriors, it would mark the 5th NBA team of his career. Thompson's next team is yet to be determined, but the clear signs are that the guard is on his way out of the Bay Area. The veteran, along with other NBA free agents, cannot officially sign new deals until July 6. Until then, players are only able to reach non-binding verbal agreements. NBA scribe Mark Stein labeled the Dallas Mavericks and Los Angeles Lakers as the 2 favorites to land Thompson. The league insider added that Golden State is willing to orchestrate a sign-and-trade for Thompson. barring an 11th-hour resuscitation of Thompson's relationship with the Warriors that no one close to the process was willing to predict Saturday night. Those are projected to be the two teams at the forefront of Thompson's thinking, with even some in Lakerland said to regard Dallas as the team to beat, Stein explained in a June 30 article titled, "What We're Hearing as NBA Free Agency is Poised to, Officially, Start." And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Buddy Hield? Leave your opinion in the comments.